Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to DADBEAR.Downtime. Another live stream for Henry's Hardasses final exam, SpaceEngineers playthrough series. We've got man, I'm dealing with all kinds of issues lately. I hope you guys are doing well. Try to get the stream monitoring set up if I can. Quickly. Got a limited amount of time today. So just to give you a heads up. And I've been trying to do so much troubleshooting for the Windrose issue that I didn't get a chance to make sure everything was still fine with SpaceEngineers. So just a second here. Trying to squeeze in lunch. You guys know how I am. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff going on around us. Oh, we got another beacon. Some of this stuff would be really cool to check out. I just don't know if... And now I'm getting these little chops. Okay. I think what we're going to do, and I hope you guys don't mind if this is the way we approach this, but... we've had enough threats pop up around us that I'm starting to grow concerned that if I don't get us moving toward the relay, we might end up getting sidetracked. So we're going to the relay. That's right, we found this. See, I'm so behind. I think I did save. What we got here? Come on. Empty. All right. Look. Food. Weird food wise. Okay, the gold. I need to find out what... This is something I meant to do off camera, was to find out how much gold it takes to make a superconductor. If you happen to know what that is, please throw me that number in the chat. I'd really appreciate it. Okay. I don't think we've got... We're going to have to make a... Yeah, we're going to have to make a regular assembler. Nope. Hmm. Yeah, I think I want to get moving on, what is that? Debris. You got something broken. Okay. Well, it's the projector. That's it. We got lucky. We got really lucky. Yeah. I really do want to get headed toward. Come on, man. Let's get headed that way. Yeah, I just want to get to that relay. And we will continue to work on this stuff as we go. So we got smoke. We got a lot of smoke. So I need to figure out what's... We're going to have to get this stuff fixed while we're moving. Okay, so we're going to have to be careful. What do I have in my inventory? Not a whole lot. Okay. So what did we lose here? Not that. Ooh, that could have been ugly. 1, 2. That's an easy way to lose fuel and thrust. We're good there. Let's make sure that it's not. Oh yeah, this could have really been ugly for us. Ah, we lost one here too. Okay. See what we get. Small tubes. Those are... They just always seem to be an issue. Small tubes. Don't get it. I do find it interesting, the targeting that we're seeing of particular blocks by these by this skull faction. What do I have in my inventory here? Just that crap. Okay. Make those. Got some stuff there. Let's see. Okay. Mining carriage. I'm not going to worry about a mining carriage. Computer there. Come on. Trying to grab as much of this stuff as we can. Forgot that. Okay. Stuff smoking here. What is this? This is what was smoking. Okay. So we're good there. Yep. Mining carriage. G. Need. Definitely need that. And okay. I think we're fixed. I think that'll work for now. That was. Well, we got another beacon. Okay. Okay, let's check out these beacons real quick. What do we got? Hold on a minute. We got 12.8, 14. That's our Wayfinder shuttle. That's fine. Pirate hideout. Okay. We get rid of some of this stuff. Trader rack, ultralight. Okay. We still have our ultralight there. With that, I think I'm going to try to stay away from these beacons for right now. If we need to, if we need to, we'll start engaging with this stuff. But right now, I just feel like it's probably best for us to try to avoid confrontation with anything. It's at 19. It's this one. Pirate hideout. It would have been neat to check that one out, but not. Right now, I'm beginning to get a little concerned that we're gonna our survivability is not fantastic, so we're gonna keep working on that. Just keep moving. Right now, my primary concern is keeping our ship as intact as possible.
to go ahead and get us up to speed.
Probably should have left a GPS marker at that station where the Wayfarer shuttle is. For those of you that were here the last time, I don't know if you guys remember. We had some issues when we got attacked by that skull hunter. Where we got killed, but our respawn didn't show the survival kit the way it was supposed to. We were having some issues when we were talking about respawning. I experienced that in my solo, like my personal economy 2 playthrough yesterday. I'm hoping that's not an indication of an issue that we've got looming. We should make it to the where we're at. But I'm not sure what's going on there. That distressed ship is one thing. Random encounters that we come across to me are going to be very... We're going to have to be smart about what we want to engage with. Distressed vehicles, I'm a little bit more inclined to go after those. I really am concerned about survivability of our platform. We are a very streamlined, functional platform. We have some defense capabilities. But we were very, very fortunate to come out. What was that? Stratofreighter wreck. Okay. We were very, very fortunate to come out of that last encounter with that skull hunter with as little damage as we had. It could have been very, very bad. With as much hydrogen as we're carrying, yeah, it could have been really, really bad. So not a ton we'd be able to pull from that anyway, I don't think. Though I'd love to find one of those stratofreighters planet side. When we get to this beacon here, before we activate the beacon, we're going to do a save as. Call it a pre-beacon save. You know what I haven't seen this time, though? That we did in the last one? I haven't seen any, we haven't really seen any asteroids since we left our last place. Which I was kind of surprised. It felt like we were kind of seeing more asteroids than I was expecting. And of course we found that gold, which was amazing. But really haven't noticed any here. And back up. Give us a good view of space around us. We've made good time to the relay here. So it's gonna be 14 now. Yep. Yeah. No, I'm not being very talkative today. Sorry about that. Been really disappointed. What is that? Now we got something new. I'm familiar with that encounter. That's one we're going to pass on. It's a good encounter, but you need to have materials on board. So they're going to request, you see an old salvage vessel like that, they're going to request assistance. And what they're doing is, if you can repair their I know that the port side aft large thruster needs to be repaired. Possibly the hydrogen tank that it's attached to needs to be repaired. And if you do that without doing any other damage to them, they will drop the salvage cargo that they had been collecting as a payment for your fixing their ship. You can just capture the ship. Not the best survival ship. And some of our Apex survival space stories, when we do the space starts that Splitsy put together with the random encounter space starts, you can end up with that one or a ship like that, and can be very, very challenging. If you do not get an unknown signal fairly quickly, it's going to hurt. Chances are you're not going to be able to survive. Oh, we got another. We finally got another asteroid. That's good. I think we get a little bit closer to this guy, to this asteroid. I think I might drop a GPS that just says asteroid nearby. I don't want to deviate course because I want to get to this relay. We got Merc 2. Okay, this is an okay random encounter. It's going to take time, and it'll take parts, and it's I'm going to say it's dangerous. You have to be wary as you approach. Is that we got something else now? That's a skull. Skull hunter, okay. Okay, I'm going to use reverse hydros to help us slow down. I want to get in on this pretty quickly. Let's see, that's the distress signal. I'll do it real quick. Asteroid and distress nearby. I'll leave that. I don't need to have it going. We got sun yet? Not quite. Part of me is wondering, okay, so we're going full speed right now. We're at 81% on our hydrogen. How quickly are we going to start slowing down? I think once we get to 2. Or maybe 2.5. Screw it. We're just going to try the 96, 94. It's coming down relatively quickly. That's not too bad. We can always use the hydrogens late if we need to. $70. Quick burst. Please don't hit it. It's close. It's so hard to turn this thing. So glad we didn't run into it. That would have really sucked. Okay, what do we got there? It's got to be that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So we should just have to hit this button and that should call in. I'll call in the rescue squad. All right. Before we do that, I want to... There is something I want to... What do I have in my inventory? A little bit of scrap. Okay, let's get that put away. What is this? Is this a yield module? So we need superconductors. I gotta figure out something with this. I'm gonna do better than that. We also need to figure out a better way to do Where's my ship moving? Shouldn't be moving. God, man. It's weird. That's something that I think Splitsy brought up. He's been seeing too. That doesn't make sense. Quick. You got nothing. Okay. Assembler. Let's get... Really not a fan of that at all. All right, we're gonna need to build an advanced assembler. I'm trying to figure out where the best spot to do that is. God, I hate that. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay. Part of me is like, build it off of this. Like we'll go off a connect, bring it over here and then down. It won't get in the way of the oxygen farm. And it moves it away from the ship. I feel like that might be the best way to go. Yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna move this basic assembler up here. Really the way. Okay, so that's in case we need to use, we need to make something, which we may. Let's get, then I can, that, and then it's gonna be the tough one. A lot of stuff. A lot of stoof. Computers, man. They suck. Just like that. We got Skull Hunter. That's not good. Go ahead and get this started. I really do want to. $24 steel tubes. Come on. Okay. Nope. Basic assembler, please. There we go. $17. Okay. Skull Hunter's coming in quick. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and do our save. Call it pre-relay. Okay. And let's hit our button. All right, go to beacon, activate retrieval request. We have done that. Wait at the beacon for pickup. Great. Try to go ahead and congratulations, cadet. You did your part. We'll do ours. Stay put. We're coming to pick you up. Okay. Please hurry. Demetrius, well, what do we have here? Henry's Hardasses. We told you not to come back. Shoot. Descendants, stay back, cadet. We'll handle these pirates. Give me a sec. Hopefully we will be able to do this. Thank you, Hardasses. We're going to show you something today. Got a pirate scout drone too. That sucks. Where's the Ascendants? Oh, holy crap. That is awesome. Demetrius. Whoa. Oh, crap. If you guys have never seen a Ganning, we're taking a beating out here. Critical damage received. Hull breach detected. Critical damage received. Rescue is impossible. Reactors damage. Contamination leak. Cadet, we cannot stand against these odds. We've transmitted a GPS to you. You can find safety there. Critical damage received. Reactors damage. Contamination leak detected. Holy crap, man. That is terrible. That's not good. at all. Go to the big area, travel to Gallows Rest. Let the Hardasses know what happened. Ah, great. Don't let the Ascendants die for not. Let Henry know what happened here. Good luck, Hardass. Okay. Does that mean that we are, does that mean that we're officially... Where are we going? Gallows Rest. Okay, we got to get to Gallows Rest. Stress signal still. All right. Okay, I guess we're doing that now. Got what's below us? We got 2 Gannings and a Demetrius. Great. If we didn't have the Skull Hunters around, I'd say we could possibly try to see what we could do, but I don't think that's going to be a good idea. Yeah, let's rest. All right, well, we're making a long trip, guys. Since I'm glad we found that gold, because if we're going to make this Gallows Rest Station, that's what happened. Okay. And guys, we're just going to push. We're going to push as fast and as hard as we can. Can we join this now? Okay. All right. Okay, so they called us Hardass, so I went ahead and pressed join to see if we could join in. We're joined. Cosmic, you're gonna have to let me know if that was wrong or not. Man, they really lit. They really lit the Ascendants up. Let's see what's left of the Ascendants. It is in bad shape. Oh, they're still shooting at it. Holy crap. See, that looks like a Ganning. And those Gannings are no joke. They are... It's the Hunter. Yeah, these guys, man, they are brutal. Brutal, brutal. Just know that. Really, really rough. Okay, so we're gonna make the push for Gallows Rest. What do we got here? It's 19. No, it can't be the same one. That's it right there. That's got to be it. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this Merc. This Merc. Just so it's not... I don't think that's the same. The pirate scout drone should disappear here shortly. And I'm going to go ahead and turn that one off. Yeah, that's a smuggler. Good ship. It's not a bad ship. I would not call it a survival ship. Not a good survival candidate. Pirate scout drone is at that. I guess it was probably a little... Should have known better than to expect that we'd be able to hit that button and the scenario would be over. Should have known better. Ooh. Probably a good thing we got oh, alright, we're finally out of range of those guys. We are guys, we're beating feet. We're headed toward Gallows Rest as fast as we possibly can. Hopefully we'll hear something here soon. Okay. We'll go ahead and do a quick save, why not? We've got an asteroid up ahead. Let's I'm gonna adjust the route slightly so that we can conduct a flyby here. At this distance, this kind of deviation isn't anything for our total distance that we're going to have to travel. Now, I don't know this for sure, but it's actually very possible. I mean, we're full speed. If we were to go full speed right now, we're just using inertia. We could probably make this trip to Gallows Rest without having to do the jump drive. I mean, that was actually one of my strategies, my backup plans. Should we not be able to get to the relay in time, it was like get enough thrust. This is part of the reason for the design of my ship. Enough thrust, carry enough hydrogen, carry enough ice to maintain the hydrogen, and then get pointed toward Gallows Rest and just go. They're going to have to, not only are they going to have to, they're going to have to be able to catch us. So, and if they're limited in speed like we're limited in speed, they're not going to have an easy time doing that. So, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get close enough to get a scan on this thing. We might, but there's a lot of death voxels there too. It's probably a good idea we didn't. There might have been something there, but I'll go ahead and drop a GPS. I can tell you right now, the only thing I'm gonna pull like a full stop for right now is if we come across an asteroid. And I'll be honest with you, if we come across an asteroid, I'm gonna be absolutely shocked. But if we come across some ice, then I'll probably stop. Right now we're gonna work on filling some tanks. Figure out how to turn off the bot thing. Good bot. And I forget how to do it. All right. Before I do that, I want to superconductors. Nope, nothing. Nope, we got another asteroid nearby. Very small one. There's one up there too. So this is where things might actually get pretty boring, guys. It's like I said, we're just making, right now we're just running. So, I need to, we've got an assembler built now. How much does it take? It takes 0.67. And how many? Jump drive. We need 1,000 superconductors. $370. So we're gonna need 370. Might as well go ahead and get started on it, right? The way I wanted to do it, but right. So we'll get working on, yeah, we're going to try to get as much gold processed as possible. We'll start making superconductors. Or we may have to put together a jump drive sled. Or we may have to retrofit another ship we come across. So that's part of the ascendance right there. Yeah, tore up. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these just to keep just to keep everything running clean. Are we on ice? 19,000, 31,000, 23, 27, 27, 27. Yeah, we should be good. I do have a lot of O2 H2 gens. Another asteroid. Seeing any more? Another one up there. It's gorgeous. There we go. All right. So we're going to keep rolling. We're going to be filling up our tanks. There we go. Hey John, how you doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. Well, things did not go as we had hoped after pushing the button at the retrieval relay. So we are on our way to Gallows Rest, which is, as you can see, a long, long way away. So we are going as fast as we can in one direction and hoping to make it there without getting killed and without running out of food and without running out of oxygen or hydrogen or power. So that is where we are at. Let's go ahead and close that up. Nope, 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 nope. Come on. Where do I have oxygen? I should not have oxygen in here. Yes, I do. Okay. Everything's good, yeah. So I can go ahead. I should be able to take this guy apart. Let me get assembler, basic assembler. Put that there. Go ahead and get rid of this.
Inventory full.
You have a large ship somewhere? Nope, this is it. We have a small grid ship that we've got large grid subgrids on. We have a tiny inventory, so building small grid was the easiest way. And but I knew I was going to need the ability to do some large grid stuff on the way, so that's why we did this I did this weird kind of reverse subgrid setup here. Let's see, we need any power. I need 2 power modules and 2 speed modules. Oh. Okay, we are gonna need 100 of those. Might as well go ahead and make that. And then I'm gonna need 80. What is that? We gotta, hold on a minute. Got another pirate outpost. Great. Not what I wanted. Come on, man. Right. Okay. So we got that taken care of, which means we will be able to produce I need I actually have enough to do that? Maybe. If nothing else, finishing this yield module will allow me to increase the amount of gold we're making a bit. All right, this is going to be... Shoot. That could be a little janky there to try that. We might have to slow down in order to do that. Okay. Let's see. Good there. Let's see, we've got... Yeah, I may have to slow the ship down before trying to... Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna have to do that. Let's wait until we are out of the way of... we just hit... I want to wait a little bit, get us further away from that random encounter. Okay. Sit in here for a minute. We've already covered a pretty good distance. Let's see if we're doing 100 meters a second. How fast is it? How long is it going to take us to get there? That's the question. So I'm not actually going to, I'm going to put us at 99 because we're not going to hold 100 consistently. So I'm going to say 99 meters a second. We're at 57. Let's say 5787 is what I'm going to say. 5787. Oh, I can't. My brain's not working today. Can't math. Sorry, guys. Oh, what happened in the previous episodes? John, that would take a very long time to explain. But here's the premise of this scenario. Hold on a minute. We got something. We got a distress call. We got a wrecked hauler and a missile frigate. That's great. Staying away from the missile frigate. Wrecked hauler. Ooh. I am familiar with this particular, I am familiar with that particular encounter, and, it's not one that we're going to go after, but, so there will be a surprise for you if you go after that one, just so you know. If you get the wrecked hauler where you have the bow and the aft part of the ship, be prepared the aft section has a surprise for you. I'm just going to say that. Okay, so I'll get back to what I was saying. So, John, the premise of the scenario. Home of the CosmicDonut created this scenario. And we are in a remote star system that basically consists of a large gas giant, that guy, and 3 planets. That one right there, that's Tellus. That one right there, the red one, that's Agni. And that one way out there is Komarebi. Now those are all player-made custom planets that you can find on the workshop. There are very few asteroids in this star system. This star system has basically been taken over by pirates. So there's no economy here. I gotta turn off my O2H2 gens. It's a hardcore survival scenario. And the backstory is you have applied to join Henry's Hardasses, the premier engineering faction in the star system. They can do what no one else thinks can be done. And you're trying to become a member of this. And you've done everything you need to so far. And now you have to take your final exam. And the final exam is that you get dropped off in a very limited survival pod on one of these 3 planets. And in the star system, there are 2 retrieval beacons, and you have 72 hours. This is real life hours, not in-game hours. 72 real life hours. So if you're playing 2 hours, if you have a 2-hour session, or we do a 2-hour stream, then that's 2 hours that's going to count toward your 72 hours to get to one of those beacons from the planet. Each planet has its own pluses and minuses. Tellus, which is the planet we started on, we randomly chose which planet we spawned on, and it ended up being Tellus. Tellus is the easier of the 3, but it doesn't have some of the more rare resources. So we couldn't get gold there. There was no gold on Tellus. Agni is a volcanic planet with no water. So it is the hardest and most harsh climate. Komarebi was kind of the middle. Like I said, we used a random number generator to choose where we spawned, and we spawned on Tellus. We managed to survive. Like I said, this is episode 21, so there's a lot of stuff that went on. We made a ship to escape the planet to get up to hit the relay. We got to the relay. We hit the button. The rescue ship, or the retrieval ship, came to get us, and en route, the rescue ship got attacked by space pirates and was destroyed. And so the backup plan, which is if you didn't make, okay, so if you didn't make it to the relay in 72 hours, that didn't mean that you failed your final exam. It just meant you have to go about it doing it differently, which is going to Gallows Rest, which is Henry's Hardasses' main station in the star system, but it was 6,000 kilometers away. So if you didn't get to the relay in time, or in our case, the ride that was supposed to pick us up and take us back safely, they got destroyed. So we have to initiate self-rescue protocol. So if we can get to Gallows Rest, we're a member of the guild, or, you know, member of the faction, and this is meant to be the first of a number of scenarios that Cosmic has planned on putting together. So our adventures as a member of Henry's Hardasses will continue in future scenarios. Like I said, right now we're just trying to get back to right now we're just trying to get to Gallows Rest, and hopefully we've got enough resources and wit and grit to survive the trip to Gallows Rest. I'll let you, if you want, I'll scroll if I can. I don't know if I can. I can't. Yeah, I can't scroll through the chat there in the thing. This is kind of what happened. The Ascendance was the ship that was supposed to pick us up. We got something else. We got another distress. Hold on a minute. We've got a pirate scout out there. Great. Oh, we've got an unknown beacon. Holy crap. Okay, we're gonna stop. I think that down there was where our unknown beacon came from. Daggemmit. Got another staging station and Wayfinder shuttle. We have a crazed miner station. Crazed miner. Okay. I should probably check that before stopping. But let's see. Your last question was, will you add a warp drive to the large grid, subgrid? And yes, if that is the plan. If things don't, I do think we could make this trip without the jump drive to Gallows Rest. It would just take a long time, and it wouldn't be very exciting. So probably won't be doing it without a jump drive, but we could. And you know, at least that's my thought. I think we could. We got a skull hunter. Crap. Okay, we're gonna have to hurry if I'm gonna do this. 1, 2. Do I have? I don't think I do. Reactor, please. I don't want to hurry up. Come on. These skull hunters are very aggressive. So we kind of need to take care of it. We need to get done with this as quickly as we can. I did make a point of bringing enough parts to make reactors if needed. Killing me, man. Come on. How close is this guy? 10. Come on. Here we go. Now this should easily make enough power. A large grid reactor, even a small one, is still gonna, that's gonna be big. Filling up small grid batteries. So let's get in here, get that shut. You can see we accelerate pretty well, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my batteries on recharge. I do have hydrogen engines too to help with that, but see, I don't think this skull hunter might pick us up, but he is not gonna be able to catch us. Yes, the reactor is connected to the conveyor system. So let's find out how much uranium I have here. That's it. That's all I got. So we just want to get the batteries charged up. So right now we're just hurtling through space as fast as we can. So see how our ice is looking? Might go ahead and turn on our hydrogen engines. Just trying to speed up the charge of the batteries. Batteries. We can get rid of that. 9 minutes. Okay, so 9 minutes. We'll turn that off. You could add a large grid battery too. That's true. I could. I want to, like, I don't want to. While I feel like we can make this trip without stopping, right? I brought a lot of stuff, right? But I still need to be careful about what I build and whatnot. And if I can salvage large grid batteries off of random encounters or distress signals, that sort of thing, I would rather get stuff like that, which is a very good idea. I'm not saying that's a bad idea at all. I would just rather add them via salvage rather than build them and possibly lose, you know, build components. What is that? We're going to check that first before I try to stop. You gotta be kidding me, man. That's another Stratofreighter wreck. No, okay. We're not going to mess with the Stratofreighter wreck. Yeah, we're not going to mess with the Stratofreighter. We'll have to pick and choose our salvage opportunities. But yes, that is a great idea, and I will definitely be adding large grid batteries off of our subgrid section there. It's just going to take, like I said, I want to source them from other places. We really are we're making decent progress. I mean, we were, oh, we got, okay, fudge, we got another one coming up. Dadgum, man. These mine. We're seeing a lot of these crazed miner stations. What is that? Crap, that reminds me, what do we have here? We've got about an hour and 20 minutes left of available stream time. So, okay, so from Henry's Hardasses, we just got a message. Ascendance has not checked in. That's unusual. You are flagged as the last known contact. Report to Gallows Rest within 191 hours or your status will be reviewed. Okay. So we have 191 hours to get to Gallows Rest. So since the faction did not hear from the Ascendants, which is the ship that was supposed to pick us up, and since we were the last person shown that they contacted, we're being told to report to Gallows Rest within 191 hours, or I guess they'll assume we're either dead or we're the reason why they didn't make it. Its batteries should be charged. I don't know why they're not. 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. Yeah. We have another. Is that another one? Or is that the same one we had before? Ah, that's the same one we had before. No, that is a different one. Dadgum, man. This is two different Stratofreighters. So we're seeing stratofreighters and crazed miners a lot. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave the pirate drone because that's different. Going to get rid of this. Let's see what happens. I mean, I got the pirate scout drone. That's not that big of a deal. He's going to be out of range soon anyway, so. %on our battery. Now, once our batteries get up to 100%, we'll turn off the hydrogen engines. We'll turn off that reactor, and we'll run off batteries. That's the plan. I don't have any food on me. Okay. Let's, made way more of those than I needed to. Large. Okay. Pirate scout drone. All right. Let's see, I'm not seeing. Oh, here's a small asteroid above us there. Not significant enough for me to leave a GPS for. Now I'm interested in seeing if we keep getting the same random encounters. That Wayfarer is not bad. I mean, that's a nice like little ship, but it's not a great ship by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, we got something different. Yeah, that's a tough one. So this is from. I'm going to go ahead and mark from here to here is all a random encounter. It can be a dangerous one if you approach it haphazardly. So, but not anything to me, not anything of worth to justify stopping and going after it. So, okay, our batteries are charged. We're going to go ahead and turn off our hydrogen engines. We're going to go ahead and turn off our reactor. Off. I would love to see what our reactor's inventory looks like at 2 point. Man, we burned through some of that uranium. Yeah, hopefully we do not have to use that much. Am I? Okay, my batteries are charging. Which means the refinery must not be getting enough power to operate. Yeah, heavy overload. Okay. Good. Wonder if I should do... Maybe if I should try playing around with something else. Oh, what I should have done that last time I stopped. I should have moved the ultralight. That would have been the time to move it. I am going to add a jump drive. We got to be... I may not have enough gold to do it, so we'll have to see. Let's see how much gold we've actually got. No, I do not have enough gold. Not even close. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. I need 300. I think it's 370 gold in order to make enough superconductors to make a jump drive. So right now, we're either going to have to find more gold, or we're going to have to find more superconductors, or we're going to have to find a jump drive. So what is that? We got a distress signal. All right. Ooh. That is... Okay, that's not new. But this... A Factorum relay. And a Factorum spy drone. It's weird that they're near each other. It's so weird that he's gone crazy like that. I've never seen that before. Huh. All right. Makes sense. Give me just a minute, guys. I need to make a quick head call. So I'm going to use the restroom, and then I will return momentarily. I'll decide whether we're actually going to stop and try to look at those things. The Factorum thing might be worth taking a look at. There might be Factorum batteries on board, which would be fantastic. We'll see. But like I said, I'm just going to use the restroom real quick, and I'll be back in a moment. All right, we're back, guys. All right, so we are going to stop and we're going to see if we can find this Factorum. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. Slow down. Hope I'm not cooking that reactor. I need to move that reactor. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Hope we didn't outrun it, like get too far ahead of it. Come on. Top off my O2. Also need to find core. We got hardtack 15. Okay. We may need this. Need to make sure that the reactor's not getting cooked. Very likely. Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's move it. We're going to take that.
Inventory full.
Pirate beacon. Okay. So he's behind us. Okay. Let me grab this first. Let's go ahead and get this moved. Okay. We put... Is that where I want to put it? I don't know if that's where I want to put it. Oop. Really didn't want to put it right here, but that might end up being where I got to put it, so...
Inventory full.
See, our inventory is tiny.
Full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Turn that off. Need to go ahead and put this uranium away. Okay.
Inventory full. 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 Inventory full.
Okay. All right, so that should take care of that issue. We've moved the ultralight, which was a concern. And now we just need to, I'm gonna jump in here real quick. Wow, we are already quite a ways away from that Vectorum. How did that guy get so... Is he actually moving? No, he's not actually moving. Let's take a look, see what we got here. Cargo, huh? Okay. Oh, they got the whole science experiment going on in there. That's pretty cool looking. Laser antenna. What is that? Ah, that's a warhead. Now we know. Wow. Okay. I was actually more interested in the Factorum drone, which is no longer around. To me, that was going to be the interesting part of it there. Let's go ahead and get we can get rid of these. Move those. So yeah, that should be that guy. And he's just going to be popping off fireworks. Okay, so maybe we don't. Maybe we don't need to. Yeah, we're not going to hang around. We did move the ultralight, so it wasn't a completely wasted shot. We also prevented any further damage on the reactor, so it wasn't a total loss. It's very, very difficult to move this bad boy. happened? But it did. Turn them all off. Okay. So we got an asteroid down there. %95 on our fuel. What do we got? Ooh. Skull Death Light. And luckily he's not able to catch us right now. So probably a good idea we got moving when we did. The longer we sit still, I feel like that's where we got to worry about getting surprised. Get a quick look around. So we got our survival buffs are up. We got an unknown distress. Let's find out what it is. See if it's worth it. Nope. Okay. It can be. Like I said, if you want to, I mean, in a regular playthrough, it would probably be worth. There's a greenhouse module that actually we could probably use something like that since we're integrating large grids into it. We could, you know, add this greenhouse module and be able to make, probably make farm plots and such, but not something we're going to do right now. Welcome back, John. I will say this, if we hadn't gotten far enough away for the Factorum drone to despawn, we would have gone to investigate that Factorum relay, spy relay, and that spy drone. More for what we might be able to have gotten off. And of course, now we know that the relay itself, the large grid relay, has a warhead in it, so you're going to want to be very careful with that. But just in the future, if you run across that, just that's your tip for the day. We have traveled almost 400 kilometers since we started today. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna get rid of the death light because it's an enemy, but I am gonna go ahead and get rid of this stuff, really for more of a stupid reason than anything else. Is it distracts me. Keep moving. We go back here and I'm going to drop. We're going to drop the oxygen bottle back in there. Economy 2 should be Friday. Yeah, Friday. Ooh. That one's not too far off. We might be able to make a swing past this guy. I would feel a little better if we came across some ice. Just my personal thought. Honestly, ice to me is the most important thing that we can keep. Gold, superconductors, all that stuff would be great to be able to find and process and make a jump drive, and that would be great. But right now, that doesn't mean that we're going to be able to, one, charge the jump drive, two, survive the trips. We need hydrogen. It augments our propellant, and it allows us to get out and jetpack around. It allows us to charge our batteries. Hydrogen is really the most important thing we need right now. So the ability to maintain that. I have an ore. I think I do have an ore detector on this ship. I would certainly hope so. Probably not. Watch. Nope, I don't. Oh, okay. We need to do that. Golly, that. I do on the. I do have an ore detector on the ultralight. The ultralight does have. I need to take a look at this. What's that? Another distress signal. Awesome. Old salvage vessel. Dadgummit. I don't know if I've got enough to fix him. I may not have enough to fix him. And even then, I don't know if I'd be able to bring back the salvage container. Okay. It's 15. He's in front of us? I thought he was behind us. My bad. Okay. Let's see. Grab the ultralight. And we're going to go ahead and go check out this guy. And that's 14. What the heck, man? Oh, that's a mercenary wreck in front of us. My bad. Okay. Going around to the back side just because to bring my exposure down. Like, this is probably going to be a dead asteroid, but you never know. Said I'm just looking for ice right now. Ice would be fantastic. Of course, surface ice would be ideal, you know. Trying to find ice and deep inside is probably not the best way to go. What do we got? Oh, we got cobalt. Okay. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think I see cobalt up there. Yep. Oh, yeah, nice. A nice collection of cobalt. Go ahead and okay. I'm gonna leave that there. We have a cave down this way, so we're gonna go check this out. But oh, this is a donut. Okay. Interesting. Interesting placement of the donut, but I don't mind the creativity in the donut placement. Yeah, ice would have been much nicer. I think we've got a decent amount of cobalt. I think we have like a reasonable amount of cobalt. Cobalt was not something that we were in short supply of on Tellus. So and, okay. Now, the next funny thing we got to deal with is that I don't have an antenna on my ship. So I am currently, say, without location of my ship. Stress signal. So the ship should be back this way. I really need to build a. I need to put a beacon or something on the ship. We should be in that direction over there. I'll say I've been aware that I didn't have an antenna on my ship or a beacon. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to do that right now, just as somewhat of a punishment for having forgotten to put. I mean, I'm not gonna sit out here forever. There we are. I really do need to put a beacon on there. Goes off. Charge. Okay, we need to put a beacon somewhere on here. Let's find a place to tuck one in. I thought I'd have a beacon, but I guess I don't. I'd like to tuck it there, but that's probably not the best place to put it. What do we got here? Sure. There we go. A little surprised I don't have radio components. Did get one. Okay. 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 Got something flying in our direction. A skull hunter. Awesome. We really need to get moving. Food can wait. Okay. Okay, so up there, I don't know if you guys can see it. I think that is that's the old salvage ship, if I'm correct. The old salvage vessel. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the mercenary. Yeah. Yeah, this old salvage vessel is right above us in the middle of the picture there. We're getting away from the skull hunter, so let's go ahead and grab. I don't think one of the things I need to make large grid is a food processor. Yeah. It's possible I have the components to fix this stuff. I just don't know if semi metal grids, large tubes. I probably do. I just don't know if it's going to be worth it. Really don't. Especially since it's going to be like, where is that? Did that distress signal come from over there? Yeah, we got something else now. Dude, I know I just... Science shuttle. Not a bad ship. Not a terrible ship. And it can be converted into a... I'm going to say somewhat capable survival, space survival craft. It does have its limitations. This encounter also sometimes spawns with this, a twin railgun drone, which you really you don't want to mess with if you're going to get close, like with your ship. Now, if you're just going in Hydra-Man, you can get in and take this guy out, disable it, take ownership of it, that sort of thing, and you can get the superconductors from the railguns. So, I mean, that's one thing. It's one place to get the stuff, but it's not worth it for us. So I've kind of turned this scenario playthrough into a, hey, get to know your encounters. Sorry. That was at 11.9. What is it, 11.9? We got another straighter freighter. No, it's a Merc. God, we are seeing so many of the same ones. Get me. All right. I am going to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Hunter just because he's already way out of range. So... see. All right, guys, we got about 20 minutes left in today's session. So, we'll go ahead, and while we're waiting to see what, we'll kind of go over what we did today. And today we reached the recovery relay. Unfortunately, our rescue was interrupted by an attack by the Demetrius, who they destroyed our rescue ship. So we now have to basically start a self-rescue recovery. Oh, we've got another distress signal. Oh, moon moth. I love the moon moth. Oh, I really like the moon moth. Do we need it? We don't need it. This is a moon moth, guys. If you get one of these early in a survival playthrough, you're so lucky. The only thing it doesn't have is a connector. Otherwise, it's a fantastic little ship. So, if you get a chance and you come across a moon moth, grab it. So we were basically told before our rescuers were killed to go ahead and proceed to Gallows Rest. Over 6,000 kilometers away. We are almost 500 kilometers closer. That's how far we've traveled. In the meantime, we've added an advanced assembler as well as power and speed modules to that. We have processed the gold that we mined in hopes of making enough. You know, it's not nearly enough to make the superconductors required for warp drive, unfortunately. So we're going to continue our way there. We've managed to avoid any intercepts from Skull Hunters or the Skull faction. And then, what do you call it? We've added a large grid small reactor to our setup to help with charging the batteries. We've used up about half of our uranium already, though, so we are only using that not as a last resort, but as an emergency backup sort of thing. So we're continuing on our way to Gallows Rest. We are we are going to take advantage of random encounters along the way. Hopefully we'll come across either a ship that has a jump drive, which there are random encounters with ships that have jump drives. If we come across a ship that would make a better vessel for making this transit, we may stop and do that. So we'll see. We will see. So right now we're just going to continue our path. I would like to say we will make, we'll probably make it to about 5,500 kilometers away by the end of our session. And if we don't run into any issues, of course, if we come across something really interesting, we will stop and do that. If we do, we came across one encounter that I've not seen before, and that is a Factorum spy relay and a Factorum spy drone. We got far enough away that the spy drone despawned before we could check it out. If we come across something like that again, we may take the we'll take the opportunity to go investigate that. But I am concerned that the more we add large grid wise, we're actually going to be reducing our turrets field of view cutouts and make them less effective. But look at our ice stocks. 31,000, 9. We should still be fairly good. How are we? 92%? Beacon? 20,000? I don't think we need to go 20,000. I think we can do 10. Won't use as much power. We have a mining carriage. There's a part of me that's curious. They might have gold on board. You need to know your enemy, though. Okay, you need to know your enemy. What? Okay, so a mining carriage has 3. Maybe 2 or 3 large cargo containers on it. Typically has 2 turrets, ion propelled, battery powered. It is grossly underpowered for its thruster arrangement. Its battle tactics include running at high speed, which again drains the energy. It is very possible to run out of fuel on your way back to your ship after capturing one because it's burnt through so much power just trying to get away from you. It's not terrible. And like I said, depending on what your needs are, like we need gold, you know, it's very possible it could carry a large amount of gold. Is it? I don't know if it's worth stopping and wasting the fuel to get it. to go after it and find out. So we have another distress signal. All right. This is one we are going to do. This is, I love this encounter. I do. I love this encounter. Okay, so this encounter, we've got a distress call. And I want you to pay attention to the chat if you can. And then just watch what I do. There we go. Okay. Is anybody out there? We need help. Please respond. So we're going to move in a little bit faster. Unidentified vessel. Fire broke out and containment failed. It's spreading to the hydrogen tanks. Please help. Moving in, moving in. Once we get within a kilometer, I'm going to throw the brakes on and we're going to go out. And hopefully I don't crash into them. Did it just blow up? Dadgummit. That started way earlier than it was supposed to. Dadgummit. So dumb. Way earlier than it was supposed to happen. Desk damaged, desk damaged. Yep. Okay. When you come in, you've got to grind down this reactor as quickly as possible. It's what's leaking. It's what's causing the fire. It's what basically just blew the ship up. Anything in here? Credits, great. We can't use right now. Can't hold all this stuff. Okay. Come on, man. Move. display, huh? Grid claimed. So dumb. Okay, let's see. We should be able to get something out of that. We may not be able to get anything out of this. Not functional. Is this damaged? Not yet. Wrong one. There we go. Give me a sec.
Inventory full.
That's ours now. Nickel. Thruster components, computers. The assault cannon shells. The nickel's going to be more valuable than any of this. It's just a shame, man. This is a great ship to capture and convert. That's what I was really hoping for. Display. Needed a display. Where is... Okay, I got a display here.
Inventory full.
Dadgummit, man. Say that's all I need. I don't think that's everything I'm gonna need. I need one more. Golly, come on. Display, display, display. Can't believe all this got killed. Ugh. This is where our food's going to be. Get another grate right here. Go ahead and eat that. No display. Display? Not. Can't get it. This has got a display. No, it doesn't. Dadgummit. Nope. Technical blueprints. Can't use these right now. But these could be taken to, like if I hit that. See how that, like, deliver technical blueprints? If we go to that location, there's going to be a station. Okay. Now there shouldn't be because there's no economy in this playthrough. So we're just going to get rid of that. But need displays. There we go. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do a whole lot with this. Where's this gyro? I forget where the gyro is. Actually, I think it's... There it is.
Inventory full.
Override. There we go. That'll stop it spinning. Now, why would I do that? There's also, see, this right here. This is such a cool chip to work with. What's another reason why we might want to capture this? Full hydrogen tank. I tell you, hydrogen is our lifeblood, right? Yep. So we are going to take, let's go get our ship. Not kidding. If you guys can get that before it blows up, like the sooner you get to it, the better, right? Just like, and I tried to get close, and that's probably because in previous experiences, I wasn't sure if it was going to be hostile or not, and didn't know if it was a trap, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? And anyway. All right. So what my plan is, just so you guys know what we're going to do here. I'm going to take everything out of the large cargo container. We're going to take that and we're going to put it in our large cargo container here. We are going to take any uranium that's in the small reactor that we had to grind down, which there may not be any, not sure. Is this thing actually moving? It is slightly. Okay, let me, hold on a minute. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to detach that large hydrogen tank, and we're going to stick it, we're going to attach it to our large grid stuff here. There we go. At least we're dampened to it now. We're going to take what we can off of this that's going to be useful, which is going to be primarily the hydrogen. So we're going to siphon that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this GPS right here. There's something I want to see first. That is what, 565 nautical miles away? $595. Nope. There's no, right now there's currently no grid there. So just wanted to make sure. So, but that is currently what the plan is. We're gonna take that hydrogen tank. We're gonna get what we can uranium wise from the small reactor, materials, so anything of value on this, and then we're gonna continue heading to Gallows Rest. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get to the ship before it exploded. Otherwise, we would have been able to salvage this ship and take it over and use it as our own. So, Mr. Kilpatrick, nice to see you. Thank you for jumping in. Yeah, I know we've got one that's nearby. Unfortunately, there's not anything I can really do about him real quick. So we are going to have to call it a day. Mom Bear and I have some appointments we've got to be ready for. We got to be heading out the door here in less than half an hour. So this is going to conclude today's stream. Thank you for everybody that stopped in. John, Mr. Wireman, I appreciate you stopping by, jumping into chat. Mr. Kilpatrick, it was great to see you. I hope you've had a good week, and thank you for jumping into chat. We did get a lot done. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to come. So I hope I will see you again soon. Right now, I'd have to say that Friday is my next streaming day. We'll be doing Economy 2. I think we're going to, right now, Best Served Cold is going to be put on pause. And if you didn't see the post or information that I'd put out previously, I've started experiencing issues with Windrose again. So until I feel like we're going to be able to have stable playing experience, unfortunately that playthrough is going to be on hold until that gets straightened out. It's the UER5 fatal error issue that has plagued a number of people. It seemed to have gone away, and then over the weekend it just reappeared again with no real justification why. So I'm sorry about that, and but we will definitely pick that up as soon as we can. I've really enjoyed playing that, and I think you guys would like it. So I hope you guys have a great day. I look forward to seeing you next time, which should be Friday, for some Economy 2 survival. Kev, nice to see you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great day. I will talk with you soon. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And always, always be safe. Remember, close that visor. Don't forget your staminers. Grab a rad kit. And I'll see you on the other side. But until then.